This is Lieutenant Commander Lael Rozek with a short segment for January 2395. With a new year beginning, it's a good time to start thinking about both short-term and long-term goals for your character. While some conflicts may be coming to a close, others may be just beginning. By evaluating your character's role aboard your assigned ship, as well as the relationships they've developed either since the beginning or over the last year, a writer can get a sense of how they would like their character to grow and develop. Several members of the fleet have been kind enough to share their goals for their character over the coming year. Cameron, the writer for Lieutenant Commander Evan Delano of the USS Veritas, says, "Well, I think we're finally reconciling this redemption arc I've been working on with him. I think I'm going to try to come up with one moment that really tests his Starfleet versus Shoals loyalties, though I don't have anything in particular in mind. Honestly, I'm not sure which would win. Guess it would depend on the context. For now, though, it's going to continue being about him slowly overcoming a lot of his baggage." Lee, the writer for Commander Brell of the USS Atlantis, said, "Well, for Brell, it's going to be getting used to being a CO while balancing his family life. I'm still dealing with an ongoing storyline where Brell had an affair with a human who made him keep it a secret from his spouses. Brell confessed it to them last year, and they've just about forgiven him, but still have some trust issues. Now I'm focusing on the CO with the family aboard angle, and how it affects life and decisions Brell has to make." Tasha McFarlane of the USS Gorkon said, "She had a recent traumatic experience with a particularly unique kidnapping. She is trying to work through that. She was ingested, sort of, by an almost shape-changer alien thing. Later, the creature freed her by shooting her across engineering, and she then vomited up some of the creature." Captain Sal Tabram of StarBase 118 Ops said, "I want to deal with the idea that my character was alive and old enough to remember the Battle of Beta Z, where the Dominion invaded. It's something I haven't really written about much so far." Lieutenant Junior Grade Torn Raga of the USS Atlantis said, "Well, I have had a little thought about it. The first of which will likely take place whenever we wrap up our shore leave. It sort of just began, so it might be a bit, but it involves bringing up a part of Raga's personal history aboard the Atlantis. Beyond that, I do have thoughts on progression for him in regards to his attitude adjustment therapies, which he undertook during his youth. Raga has had 2 procedures, and his driving force is to prove that he's not broken, a failure, etc. However, serving among so many cultures doesn't make that easy, and he likes to experience new things. So I was planning on having one of his macho mentors or siblings give him an unpleasant reminder of his mistakes." If you're stuck for ideas, there are articles available to help you. One of the most notable can be found on the StarBase 118 wiki at wiki.starbase118.com/writing improvement team/character development. This page offers 4 different articles. The first of which is Bringing Characters to Life, which describes ways you can create a realistic character, including relationships, exploration of character flaws, and how your character reacts to challenges and or failures in their life. A second article available on that page would be 25 questions to bring your character to life. This offers some questions that you can ask about your character that will help get the creative juices flowing. The third article, The Art of Conflict, gives writers advice on how to explore a character's ideals and beliefs in a productive way, really letting an individual build an idea of how a character would react to certain situations. And the final article, Love is in the Particle Scrubbed Air, talks about some tips on building a believable romance between 2 characters. Also, A surprisingly good resource is the recently released Star Trek Adventures RPG book by Mophidius Entertainment. The section on character development and creation is surprisingly detailed and gives some great potential hooks for strong character development arcs. Keep your ears open for our next full podcast coming in February. Have a good night, folks!